Has anybody ever wondered if there's a best way to live a happy, healthy life? Well, I'm certain so many people do, but do we go ahead to find the answers? And once we find the answers, do we implement them? Well, I struggled with this issue for a very long time. I had so many issues. Let's talk about issues of weight, issues of stress, issues of financial, like everyone else in this country right now. And so at some point, I decided, let me find out if there's something I can do that can enable me to have a happy and successful life. And my focus was mainly on the physical aspect as well as financial and, of course, the spiritual life. And in my research, I came across so many answers. Some I was able to implement, some I was unable to implement, some I'm still grappling with right now. But then, whatever I came up with, I'm going to summarize it in about five key areas. The first one is physical exercises. Well, people talk about morning routines, all right? Waking up early, say at 5, 4, some at 6. And I know this is a challenge for so many other people. But if you can afford or if you can manage to work out, and a workout can be anything physical, it could be walking, rapid walks in the morning. It could be a morning jog, or if you can, you could also go to the gym. If you can ensure that you have this at the first part of your morning, I can assure you your day is going to be very okay. So at least if you can make it, one of the things you should do to ensure that you have a happy, healthy life going forward, you should try and work out at least four times in a week. And if you can't do it in the morning, the better. If you cannot do it in the morning, you can squeeze it in other parts of your day, say in the evening after work. Though for some people, like myself, leaving work, you're fatigued in the evening, so sometimes it's very, very difficult to work out. So if you can, just ensure, regardless of the time when you're going to do it, but if you can do it in the morning, I can assure you the morning is great. It's amazing. The day becomes very nice. The second thing you want to do is make sure that you walk or you have some sunlight, all right? Well, I may have mixed the 2 points, but let me just talk about sunlight first. You should ensure that at least you expose yourself to the sun. Well, I know the Kisumu sun where we are right now, the sun can be so strong, especially at around midday, going to 2, 3. The sun is very hot. But then, if you can make it to come out of the sun at say around 10, 11, sun is actually very medicinal. It's good for your skin. It's good for your metabolic processes. It heals. The sun is good for your bones. People talk about vitamin D. That is a very important thing for your body. So if you can, kindly ensure that you expose yourself to the sun. The third thing you also want to do to ensure that you live a very happy and successful life, try and believe in a God. Believe, pray. The spiritual aspect of the human being is very, very important. Not only for when you die, people say, may God rest in soul in peace. But no, it is just good to have something you believe in. If you're a Christian like myself, it would be good if you can pray in the morning, all right? Be grateful, express your gratitude to a supernatural being, all right? If you're a Christian, I don't know what an atheist will do for this, but then it would really be nice if you could believe in something. I don't know if atheists believe in anything, I don't know. But then it would be very good if you believe in something. So, first thing in the morning, express your gratitude to your God. Just say thank you, kneel down and pray, ask God, talk to God what you want to achieve. And of course, you're going to work for it, but you also need, people do not know that there's another hand, there's something called fate, though not so many people believe in it, and it's a subject that I don't want to go into right now. But then it is good to believe in something, believe in a God, and pray to God and talk to Him, and that is going to nourish you spiritually. If possible, you can also read, you can read the Bible and pray. So that is the third thing. The fourth thing is nutrition. You want to ensure that your nutrition is very, very proper. Nutrition is actually a very important aspect of our life. Actually, right now, people talk about there's something called lifestyle diseases. Most of the lifestyle diseases you're facing today are as a result of the types of food you're eating. If you eat so much fast food, I mean, if you eat a lot of fast food, eat a lot of chips, pizza, well, they're not bad. But then if you eat a lot of it, it's not good. So you want to ensure that your nutrition is good. Make sure you have a balanced diet. Make sure you have enough water. Make sure you have at least a protein. If you're someone who lifts weights, make sure you have a very balanced meal. You have your protein there, you have your veggies, and of course you also have your carbohydrates, for the energy. So nutrition is very, very important. And if you can fast, you should do it. All right. I think having 3 meals a day, again, this is another point I don't wish to get into right now. But for people who believe it, like myself, I do believe in fasting. And so you can fast once a day. All right. You can decide to miss a meal, or if you cannot miss a meal, you can have light ones. All right. You can control your portions. But if you can decide to have early lunch. You can decide to miss your breakfast and have early lunch, or you can have your lunch and breakfast and miss supper, or have it very light and early. So nutrition is also very important. And lastly is a bonus. It's just a bonus. This is about skill acquisition. Skill acquisition. Right now, there's so many people complaining about lack of work in our country today, but I think there's so many opportunities online. Even what you're doing right now, this is a clip that is on YouTube. You could start a YouTube channel and talk about something you like. And over time, you may not start making money right now, but with time, as you continue to work on it and you refine your art, you may just start making money on it. So also make sure that you at least acquire a skill on top of what you have, and this is what we call reskilling. You can add a skill on top of what you have. This will enable you to increase your income, and you can also upskill. Let's say you already did something, like you're an IT person, you can add skill on top of what you already have. And lastly, I would also encourage us to journal and to read. Journal and read. Journal and read, and create some time to be alone with yourself. I think it was Mark Twain who said that part of the man's problem right now is most of the man's problem comes from his inability to sit quietly in a room for 30 minutes. So create some time for yourself during the day and just stay, quiet in a room. And it could be in the morning, you're meditating, or it could be during the day if you can make time like myself, or later on in the evening. But create some time for yourself. If possible, you can write down a journal, write about things you're facing. Actually, writing is something called intentional thinking. You realize that there's so many thoughts in your mind, and if you begin to write, they'll just come out. Otherwise, that's from me to you today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day.